Poolhall Junkies third annual Bounty Hunter Tournament. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, Benny Hall? I got Benny Hall in the booth. This is Andrew Cooks. Let's see what we got here. We have Derek Benavides and Eddie Abraham. Getting things going. Good match about to be played here.
Eddie was #1 pick, right, in Calcutta?
Eddie was, I believe he was the first guy to get picked in the Calcutta. Yes, sir. Thank everybody for joining us. Feel free to share this stream.
Calcutta brought in 5,500?
I believe so, yeah.
It's good Calcutta.
Great tournament. I don't know who runs this thing, but doing a great job.
There we go. Shirts for sale, too?
That's right. Tournament limited edition shirts for sale. Absolutely. Alrighty. So the game is 10 ball. The game is 10 ball. It is winter break. There are bounties in play here, which means that a player could win money during each match for
The type of win?
for breaking and running all their racks or breaking and running on the hill to win their match.
What happens if you break it around every rack? You win $1,000?
Yeah, high five. You get a high five. No, if you
start like a $10 pot, you break and run the set out, you win $2,000.
So we have for the third year in a row. This is the third tournament and the third annual Bounty Hunter tournament. And for the third year in a row, we have a full 48-player field paid up in advance. We have top 12 get paid. We have over 5K in the auction, and it's gonna be a good night for these guys. 2-day event at Stadium 5 Points. So we got Eddie here breaking. I guess he won the lag.
Hey, does the 2 and 3 have to be on the outside?
No, just a 1 and a 10. Everything else is random. All right, we're gonna go for the overhead view for the break. See how he, see what he does here. Eddie's a great player. I believe he was one of the first, if not the first player taken in the Calcutta. Went for a good amount. I'm sitting here with Benny Hall.
What's up?
He's the second best pool player in this room behind myself.
We will play anybody in the world, $20 sets.
Who you?
Both
Me.
of us.
Oh yeah.
Anybody.
All
Why
right.
is this not popping up? Poolhall Junkies.
So we got Eddie breaking. That was a nice break there.
Yeah.
That was a very nice break.
We kind of got. No, he's good on the tip.
I was talking to Eddie earlier, and I pretty much flat out told him, I'm like, this is your game. I mean, this game is right up your alley. So this is a no slop 10 ball. You could only use your jump cue coming into a safety. So if you safe yourself, you have to use your full jump cue or kick. 3 foul rule, no slop, call your shots. This is a very this is a game meant for people to run out, and this is no excuses type of game. We have a couple sponsors for the stream, so I will be cutting to that every now and then. So please support the sponsors. They're a big reason why this tournament is paid out 100%. So there's nothing taken out of it, and there's also money added for the bounties. So Eddie has a pretty
Hey,
good rack here.
how do I share this?
Share what?
This.
We'll click it first.
It's because I have to open
Do you
it.
have the app, or are you on like the internet?
I'm on the internet, bro.
No, download the app, dude. Live a little. Download the Facebook app. Jesus Christ. All right, guys, feel free. I have the chat opened up for the stream, so feel free to comment in the chat. I'll answer your questions, mess with you. You know what I mean? We could talk back and forth. So feel free to do that. It always makes it more fun. While Eddie seems to
Yep, he's gonna come
be out of this
strong.
one. Shout out to my beautiful wife who's watching the stream. She's recovering from a little tiny surgery she had. She's one of the strongest people I know. So big shout out to her for letting me do this today. Eddie picked up quite a few bounties in the first one he played. He played in the first bounty hunter tournament, and he probably won a good 60, 70 bucks in bounties. He did a lot of breaking and running in that.
So you get 10 for every break and run?
No. If you break and run to win your match, you get 10 bucks. If you win 6-0, you get 20. And if you're a handicap player and you win,
but the max you can win is 20.
The max you can win per match is 20 bucks. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he's gonna break and run the first rack to open up. That's it's a strong start.
Hell yeah, it is. And just like that, it is 1-0. And this is a winner break format. So hold on. Yo, Derek. Eddie. You got a rack for him. Oh, you guys are all right. So yeah, these two big shots apparently have decided to rack their own, even though they both agreed, which we'll allow it, but it is an opponent rack format otherwise. Yeah, Rob, you're absolutely right. This is a hell of a first round matchup. This match right here is actually the final of the first Bounty Hunter tournament, where it just so happens that it was Derek's coming out party, if you will, because he ended up he had to beat Eddie twice. Eddie was undefeated going into the final of that event, which was 9-ball. And Derek beat him the first set, which was a huge upset at the time because nobody really, besides people that are local, nobody really knew about Derek Benavides at the time as the player that he is today. So he actually beat Eddie the first match and ended up losing the second match, but it was still a great
I still can't share this. What do you mean? I'm on the app now, and I still can't
Click
share
the
it.
actual thing. Now see the share button bottom left?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah. So you can like invite people to it, you could just share it to whatever, you know what I mean? Oh, I'm getting some advice from my wife. When you don't talk directly to the mic, your voice echoes. Okay. I'm getting some vocal training from my wife, which always helps. Let's see here. Let me get back to this
I
stream.
think if Eddie makes the 1 and gets good on the 2, I think he'll run this one out too.
Yeah. Eddie is breaking good.
First 3 balls are like the problem a little bit. Make the 1, get on the 2, and then be able to get on the 3. After that, he'll be out. So he's either got to decide to come up and down or play it nice and soft and kind of throw it in the pocket. That's what he's deciding.
Robert, to answer your question, the Calcutta is going to pay out top 6, and we got over 5K. I still got to figure it all out, but I'm hoping to have $2,000 for first total when it's all said and done. So I just want to give myself a huge pat on the back for putting all this nonsense together. That's a nice shot there. He cheated the pocket and ran into the 2. Gave himself a tough shot to the 3. But see what he pulls. See what he does here. Guys, let me know if you can hear me okay, by the way. Also, shout out to Stadium, 5 points. Beautiful, beautiful Bloody Mary. So come down and get one. Watch the action live.
So yeah, if Eddie doesn't get blocked by any of these balls over here, the 6 and the 5, I think he'll be out again. Oh, he hit that good.
Wow.
He hit that really good.
He literally put it in a 3-inch window there.
Yeah, he hit that really good.
That was a window for about a 2-ball width window.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he's out again.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a nice shot, bumping the 6 out too.
Absolutely.
That was a really nice shot.
Eddie is coming out swinging for sure.
I didn't quite. Yeah, Eddie should be out here.
Hey, shout out to Joe Pepe. You need to come play a tournament one of these days. Also, Pat Patro just joined the stream. So shout out to you guys.
Hey, shout out to the HVAC in this place because
It's
it's
freezing.
freezing here.
Yeah, it is kind of nipply. Oh, I'm sorry, Robert. The top three were, I believe, who was taken to the Calcutta? I believe it was
Eddie, Melvin Sr.
Melvin Sr., and Matt Craw were the top three.
But there were a couple that still went pretty high, too.
Yeah, we did a couple. I think we did 6 blinds.
Yeah.
We did. We had a lot of blinds. We have a lot of good players here. A lot of
Michigan Phil went for one of the blinds.
Michigan.
Mike Soleil.
Yeah.
Benny Hall definitely didn't.
Benny Hall did not go for a blind, but he still went for a couple bucks. So it's probably an easy
Well, Eddie's
shot for Eddie
definitely
there.
showing why he was the #1 pick, breaking and running the first 2 racks.
He's gonna have to do
His break
something
is,
here.
His break is definitely working really well. Now he'll either just draw back or come off the top rail. Yeah, just come right off that top
What a
rail.
nice shot. Ooh. I mean, he played. I mean, that's such a good shot.
Yeah, he just wants to come out to the middle of the table because he shoots so good that this shot, even if he came up short, he's gonna make it.
Great shot by Eddie, going up 2-0.
His confidence right now, especially 2 breaking runs, you know, I think he's feeling it like he can't miss.
So listen, while we rack, let's talk about one of our sponsors, and that is Burgundy Lounge in Ridley Park in Delco. By the way, I feel like half this tournament is Delco as it is. They're representing very well today. And Burgundy Lounge is a bar just like Stadium. They have 3 diamond tables. They do lots of tournaments over there, great food, drinks. So definitely, if you're looking for a nice tournament to go to or a nice pool atmosphere to go to in the Philadelphia, Delco area, definitely come check out Burgundy Lounge. So lots of the players that are here also play down there, so it's a good atmosphere. You can't go wrong there. So definitely check them out. And shout out to Erin Pierce, who I believe is a bartender there. She's a supporter of the Tri-State Poolhall Junkies movement. And yeah, definitely stop by Burgundy Lounge. What's
Let's
up,
see if
Bob?
Eddie can make a 3rd break as good as the last 2.
Let's see this break shot here. Top view always helps. Another great break, man. I mean, he's laying up that one in that corner every time.
He's pocketing 2 balls.
Yeah,
At least every time.
that's a great break. I mean, it's really
He
not even
almost
fair.
got unfortunate and got kicked in, but yeah, he's popping it nice and square, coming right out. I'm going to say this is another break and run. There's no problem balls at all. That was the toughest shot on the table, I think.
Yeah,
Like
pretty
that was the
much.
toughest shot. Like here, he's just got to pretty much just come out, stop it on the. Yeah, because I think he's going to hit this with some inside and come towards a 10. Now he's just going to stop it, I think. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, there's not
See,
really much to
yeah,
do here.
He's just playing simple pool. And what he's doing really well right now is just breaking really well, and he's making it look easy because his break is working so well.
Yeah. I mean, beautiful out here. I mean, his break is pretty much beating this game.
Yeah,
I mean, he's playing 6-ball damn near. You know what I mean?
and
Nice shot.
there
That
was
was
no
the toughest
trouble.
shot.
The one to the 2 was the toughest shot.
Wow. Wow. Great. So we're also going to take a look at one of our other sponsors, which is Modern Fog Vapor. And they have a great selection of vapor products. They have starter kits, tanks, pens, salt nic devices like Juul Premium and House e-liquids, and a large selection of CBD products in a variety of forms, CBD oil, cartridges, and gummies. And from my own personal experience, the CBD stuff really does work, man. If you have inflammation, if you just want to release some stress, it will help your pool game. If you take a couple drops regularly, it'll calm your ass down when you're playing pool.
Anxiety.
Yeah, absolutely. It does help anxiety. These guys have 2 locations, Levittown and also Morrisville, so definitely come check them out. And there's a 10% off entire order if you mention the Bounty Hunter Tournament or the Tri-State Poolhall Junkies or Stadium. So come in, buy some stuff, and get 10% off this week. So definitely check them out, Modern Fog Vapor. Let's go back to this top view. Same break. You see, he's like a diamond off. He's not even at the line. He's like not at the edge of the head string. He's
the thing about 10 ball. You want to, from what I've heard from people that shoot as good as Eddie, is you want to be within that middle diamond and that first diamond and hit it more head on. But he's
Wait,
not,
what was that? Can you repeat that?
From what more experienced players have told me, you want to be in between that middle diamond and that first diamond to hit it more head on. But he's just getting a nice, good pop, and he's just hitting them square. That's the biggest thing, is just hitting them square. I think, let's see, if the 3 goes in the side here, then I'm going to say it's another break and run.
Here, talk closer into this thing.
I'm sorry. Are they saying they can't hear me?
You want to be like a fistful away from it. Man, this Bloody Mary is hitting the spot, guys. You're missing out. Let's see here. Let's see what this guy's looking at over here.
Yeah, he's just going to draw back a little bit for that 4.
Ooh, got a little low.
Tough.
A little bit low,
tougher,
but I think he should be okay here. You think he could thin it under the pocket, or you think?
No, I think he's going to hit it on the inside. He's going to hit it on inside and come on the left side of that 5.
Okay.
That way he has, see what I'm saying, inside.
That was the shot of the game so far.
There we go. And that way he still has that angle to drift over for the 6 to go on the side.
People don't get how difficult of a shot that was.
Well, you're coming across the ball with opposite English.
Yeah.
That's why he almost missed, like, hitting it that soft, too. That's why he didn't. It probably twisted a little bit and didn't go center pocket. He still made it, though. He hit it pocket speed.
I'll tell you one thing. We're really going to have to see what Derek is made of here.
Yeah. Now
Derek's a great player.
This here's an iffy shot. He's going to hit it with probably. He's probably going to hit it with bottom left and just come back to this bottom rail. Or not bottom rail, the side rail over here. That's a good shot.
You know the score?
Dude, this is Eddie's 4th break and run. Yeah, like. His breaks just. We got the. I watched him break 4 balls. Yeah, he's just breaking really good. That's 4 break and runs for Eddie. His breaks just on point.
Yeah, go get Terry.
Who's Terry?
Terry T.
Terry T. Chris Charlton, table what? 5.
Sorry, guys. Looks like Eddie picked up another break and run, was it?
Yeah, it's 4 in a row.
Wow. 4 in a row for Eddie, man. He is coming out swinging.
Yes. So now Derek's put in a spot where he's playing a -2 player who shoots like Eddie.
I don't even think that's important at this point. I think what really Derek should be thinking about is just getting to the goddamn table, you know? I mean, that's really what it's about now.
So if you notice another key thing here, Eddie's putting that 2 and 3 on the middle bottom 2 every time.
Okay.
Because what's going to happen is it's going to hit that bottom rail most time, and it's going to come up to the end rail. Just like, see how the 2 and 3 are down there?
Yeah.
With the
I
one
saw
ball?
They literally split down the bottom rail and then come
what
back
happens
up.
is, they bank down, and as long as they don't hit another ball, they end up coming down to that bottom rail with the 2 ball.
That's a good observation, Benny.
Yeah, it's
why I have you in here.
It's just a pattern
That's
rack.
why I
is what
sought
it
you out.
is.
By the way,
Yeah.
my better half, Tom Golden, isn't here yet. So I went and got, I pretty much upgraded to a Benny Hall.
I don't know. Tom Golden's got me stuck. Tommy doesn't get enough credit for his good.
Well, let's see what happens here. This is Derek's first time at the table, and it's already 4-0. So he's got a big hill to climb.
Yep.
And he's got a manageable rack.
I think he can run it. The toughest ball here is the 3 to 4.
Right. Because he's going to have to pass those other balls on the other side of it.
And I think he wants to be kind of middle of the table. That way he can just shoot it and come out by the 5, down here by the 5 ball.
Mm-hmm. you go.
So
First shot.
he wants to be roughly about right here when he shoots the 3 ball. Maybe a little closer to the 2 ball by like 2 or 3 inches, but that way he can just hit it nice and smooth, hit that rail, and come back down here by the 5 ball. That's what I would do. See where he's pointing at right now? And then you just got to hope you don't kind of get unlucky and get behind the 5 or anything like that.
Yeah, he definitely wants to create that little angle
Yeah,
there.
so he's just going to come off the rail a little bit or draw it, just like that. That's a good shot. Now, a lot of people like to hit this ball really hard, but when you hit it hard, all the English kills off that rail, so you have to smooth stroke this.
So is he coming around underneath that 7 or over?
I think he's gonna hit that rail where the 3's at with the bottom left, and then come down here by the 5.
Oh, you think he's gonna swing it all the way down table?
Yeah, and he's gonna try to be either underneath the 5 or right where his hand's at right now.
This is the shot of the rack right here.
You see what I'm saying? Now
Hit
bounce
that.
off that rail.
Hit that
Perfect.
pure. He hit that really good.
Yeah, and like I said, the only thing that could have went wrong there is getting behind the 5.
And he definitely has. Ooh, he doesn't have as much angle, but he could, as I thought.
Nah, here he just wants to come out.
Yeah. See,
Me personally, I'm gonna try to come out to
I
the
almost
rail.
want to come out like here, like right.
Yeah, the
you
rail
know
where
what I mean?
the 5's at.
Yeah.
Just to be safe. So I might hit this with top inside.
You want to
or
get past
bottom
the 10,
outside.
for
Yes.
sure.
You don't want to play that little window. I wouldn't. There we go, just like
That's a
that.
nice shot.
He was straight in, I guess. That's a good shot. Well, Derek's coming out swinging too. He's going to run this rack out, I think. I think he's gotten a little
Hey
weird.
guys, listen.
weird
Feel
spot
free to
here.
share this stream. Helps me out a bunch, and also comment in the comments. I'm looking at them, so I'll definitely respond to whatever you guys are saying. I encourage the commenting. So,
That's a
all
good
right, it's
shot right
important for Derek not to lose any focus here because he just had to kind of bear
a good
down to
shot.
get around those.
He got in a weird spot, so he had to come up on the short side of that 7 ball, which is not a big deal because the 8's in the pocket, you know.
Hey, feel free to grab an olive, dude, if you want.
All right. I love olives too. You know? I don't know what he's quite thinking about here. Oh, he's waiting on the other table.
Yeah,
So
table.
he's not thinking here, guys. He's just waiting for somebody to get out of his way. It's kind of curious. They're like, this seems pretty basic. He's trying to ice Eddie a little bit.
There was a lot of that. You weren't here when they played their final, but it was really late at night. It was the shittiest tournament I ever ran. It was the first one I ever did. The first Bounty Hunter, 48 player tournament, first tournament I ever did in my life. It ran super late. These guys were literally taking a bathroom break after every rack. So Eddie would come to the table, run out, take a bathroom break. Yeah.
Bathroom break or
I don't know what they were doing.
break?
I don't know if they were meeting in there. I don't know what they were doing. I don't know if it was over the pants.
They're back there doing basic geometry. figuring
Yeah.
out,
Working on their lines and shit.
yeah.
But it dragged out so much.
Well, he hit that
That's a
little,
good comeback rack by Derek.
He hit that a little
Ooh,
hard.
definitely.
That might have been the nerves. That also might have been he hadn't been at a table in 4 games, so he
Right.
doesn't have the speed down. Because Tom's tables, they do play good. They play pretty fast.
They play pretty good for Tom too, don't they?
Yeah, they do play pretty good for Tom, right?
All right, he's gonna be cutting this in. Let's see if he could put one on the board here.
That's a good shot.
Hit that good.
All right, so Derek came to the table
All
and,
right, so
and
Derek
ran out.
answering Eddie's 4-pack and getting one on his own. And while he racks here, let's talk about a good buddy of mine, Chris Sides, Junior's Cue Repair. Check out the stream. He does all sorts of tip installs, shaft cleanings, ferrule installations, wraps, cleaned, installed. Contact Chris. His phone number is 215-869-4261, or find him on Facebook at Junior's Cue Repairs. He'll help you out, get your stick looking nice and shiny so you could run out a bunch. All right, so make sure to contact Junior's Cue Repairs for all of your cue maintenance needs. What happened? Where? They don't like to tell people? Yo, what happened with Sarah Cola's match? You guys got to tell me.
Is Sarah a guy?
Oh. Sorry, Mark. What was the score?
Sarah?
Sage, Sarah.
Oh, okay.
What was the score?
I have no idea. What were they, the same rank?
Yeah.
Let's go with 5.
5-3. That sounds good.
No, Dave won. Whoa.
I'm just testing you, dude. Just testing you.
Man, it is cold in here.
I know. Table 2. Roger Haldar, Andre Ruiz. Table 2.
So see, Derek's breaking a little more off to the side. I like breaking more head up on a 10 ball. I think you get a little more power.
I'll tell you
Not a
what.
bad break, though.
I'll tell you what. That's as good as Derek plays. That's one of his weaknesses is the 10 ball break.
Yeah.
A 9 ball. If you play Derek with a Magic Rack 9 ball, you're gonna be in for a long night.
Yeah, but Magic Rack 9 ball on a bar box is, it's you can soft break and have all the balls pretty much on the lower end of the table. You good? We got it. 5-3. 5-1. Damn.
5-1.
Close enough.
Yeah, you almost won a $20 bounty, dude.
Yeah, well, I don't know on the 20. Donate to your charity.
Oh, there you go. Okay. My help cooks get a Durango SRT charity.
Ooh. So this is call shot, call safe. So Derek's got an ugly table here. The only pocket the 4 goes in is this bottom one down here, so he'd have to be straight in on the 3 to actually make that 4.
Hey guys, if you hear an echo, please let me know. I don't know how to. I'm not sure how I would fix it, but
Separate the microphones.
I guess. How's that? Is that better at all or no? Alrighty, let me go back to this. It's a nice shot by Derek.
Yeah, so I think here he's going to have to play safe. Or he's going to have to come up with something.
Yo, shout out to my wife, who is giving me all the pointers that I need. I feel like my wife is being like the audio stage manager right now. Thanks for you. I just fixed the Chris Sides 2 different numbers discrepancy as well. Alrighty. What do we got here? What is Derek up to over here? Derek is shooting a long shot.
Yeah, I don't think it's tough to get on that 4. I think he might be playing safe. I don't know.
I can't tell if he calls safe or not.
I don't know.
So guys, just
Yeah.
mm.
So see, he tried to force that ball in to get shape on the.
That's a mental error right there.
Well, no, in your head, he knows he has to get shape on the 4, and to shoot that ball and make it, I think he knew he was going to end up hitting the 7 ball and not being able to see the 4. So,
What was the score?
Mark and Amanda, 6-3.
oh shit! Shout out to
Yeah, she's
Nick,
good.
who I work with. That's
What was
funny.
that, table 3?
But watch out, he might
John
be sending
Beck,
some
Dan
perverted stuff on
McGinnis,
the
table
stream.
3. Sorry, guys. I have to yell some matches out real quick. This is a well-oiled machine we got running here.
So I don't know if Eddie called us. Yeah, he's
You think
definitely
Eddie's
definitely
gonna
playing
make it
safe. I
call?
think. Nope.
He's playing. Oh, he's gonna leave
He's-
it right behind the 4.
No, he called it. He's shooting good, so he might go for it. He's got a good lead, so tough shot, but he's shooting very well. So why not? Got a good lead. That's a good shot right there.
Wow.
And again, right here, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for the bank. Nope, he called
Hey
safe.
guys, comment below. What do you think of this first round action we got for you here? I mean, this is a hell of a match.
So
I'd
Eddie's
like to
going to
hear
put
from
this
you
4
guys.
ball on the other rail and probably try to stick him behind that 5. Probably maybe run into that 7 and use the 5 and 10 as a blocker. Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, he's got it. Now, so a lot of the things that people don't think about when you're playing safe, leaving a ball next to a rail makes the ball 2 times bigger, so it makes it a little easier to
Right.
hit, but still a good shot.
What is he trying to do here?
Just seeing if it's jumpable. I personally, I'm going to kick at this ball.
Yeah, I think that's too close. And plus, you got
Yeah.
the rail there, so it's really like you're
Well, he
shooting at 3
can't.
balls.
He can't jump it. He can't jump it and bank it to this bottom corner because, like you said, he's jumping 2 balls because the 6 is in the way. I'm gonna probably come off the short rail, play safe, try to kick at it, put the 4 down there by the 9, that rail, and hopefully get behind the 6, 10, or 5.
Yeah, I think they need us to talk louder here. All right.
All right, so he didn't call the 10 there.
No, he did not. No,
And,
he did not.
I believe Eddie has the option if he wanted it.
Yeah,
because
but
he
he's,
pocketed the ball. But yeah,
Right.
Eddie's not gonna give it back to him.
so when you're in this game, 10 ball, no slop 10 ball, when you are playing a safe, you cannot pocket a ball and play a legal shot. So what happens if you pocket a ball accidentally during a safe shot is the incoming player has option to hand that table back to you or shoot. So depending on the strategy the incoming player has and depending on the layout,
So Eddie's
you
just
could
gonna
get the ball back there.
I think he's just gonna roll this forward on that bottom rail, take the 5 in the side.
Yeah, it goes in the corner too. Past the 9.
There we go. That's a good shot.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted to be on the rail there,
Yeah,
but I
he
think he'll
wanted to
take
be
it.
off the rail a little
think he'll
bit,
take it from
but
here.
he definitely wanted to make sure he was past that 10 ball. So a lot of people might shoot this in the side, but the side is actually a smaller pocket than shooting it all the way down in the corner because
Right.
of the angle.
Man, I can't wait till you're up to play with all this pool knowledge you got in your head.
Yeah, if only I could. If only it went from my brain to my arms. You know what I mean?
Eddie's, is he calling in the corner?
Yeah.
Eddie is playing this in the corner like a pro player that he is. Hit that pure.
He hit that really
He
well.
hit that center pocket like a champion.
He's just going to hit this with a little soft draw and float it back. So nice soft draw. And then from here it's just
I think it's safe to say.
kinda 2 stop shots almost,
Yeah,
you know?
I think it's safe to say that Eddie's got another game in the books here.
Yeah.
I hate jinxing myself, but
I wouldn't bet against it. Eddie's shooting very well right now. Eddie's shooting very well.
Manuel, I get what you're saying, but for the table, that was a longer shot, so you know what I mean. That was one of the longer shots of the game thus far. Man, I just had to hang up on my mom because I'm running.
Well, it makes it a little difficult. He hit that 5 with some inside too. That way he could hit the rail and come out to shoot the 6.
Hey Eddie, just so you know, you break and run, you get $10.
He can't hear you.
Eddie can't hear me. What's up? I don't know. Are you? I mean, no. These two are next.
Oh, no, we are at the bottom.
Yeah, you guys are literally at the bottom. That's right, Manny. The diamond tables are a tough pocket, and hold on, in between this rack, and I'm glad Eddie's racking slow, because I want to talk about one of my good friends, Mike Haber, and he has a very well-known high-end car business where he sells and buys very very nice cars, but he's also getting into the commodity cars. So if you have a car that you want to sell, cheap car, 2002 Altima, whatever the hell it is, if you have something you want to get rid of, he will buy it from you. So give him a call and set up an appointment, and he will help you out with your car troubles. So if you need money, you got a car that you want to get rid of, Mike Haber's your guy.
He kind of let his cue ball get away from him a little bit, but he's still just pocketing balls.
Yeah, this isn't as clean of a break as he's been getting.
He kind of hit a little below center. That's why it came all the way down to that end rail and back. He's been hitting a little above center with that pop.
It's almost like that one rack that he sat out. He kind of took a little concentration off of his break.
Yeah, but he's able to relax now with a 5-1 lead. You know, he can kind of go for stuff.
And he's kind of free stroking right now too.
That he probably you wouldn't see if it was a little more tight.
That's a dangerous Eddie Abraham.
Yes.
A free stroking Eddie Abraham.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
You know, but Eddie's also a veteran player to where he's not gonna let up at all. So he's gonna try to put this one at the end rail, cue ball at this rail, just like that. Down there, perfect at that rail, cue ball at the other rail, and he's actually got some blockers. So even though he's got this lead, he's not letting up.
Oh, the -142, huh? Okay. I'm watching you, kiddo. No, he's not. There's no one from Canada.
I thought somebody was like, "Oh, we got a pool player from Canada." Had a guy stop in last night. I was playing Tom.
Who won between Sean and Sean? You won, right?
Yeah.
What was the score?
6-3. 6-2? 6-3, yeah.
Yeah, we had a guy come in last night. I was playing Tom. I broke and ran out a couple, and he was watching and asked if we were playing for money.
Who's that?
I don't
Was
know.
that Eric Schuld?
Some random guy. Watched me break and run out too, and then was like, "Hey, are y'all playing for anything?" We were just playing a little small set, and I was like, "Yeah, we'll probably play another one." He's like, "Oh, well, can I play?" Right after he watched me shoot 2 pretty good racks, I was like, "Nah, man, I'm not gonna play you."
Oh, you got scared. You thought that. You
Oh
thought
yeah,
that,
he might have
you
been
thought you
some
were
role
about to
player.
get-
He was wearing suspenders and everything, you know.
Eric Schuld, Ray Ortega.
That's a good shot if he called safe. you
Eric
know.
Schuld, Ray Ortega, table 4.
So
Dustin Olson and James
if Eddie
Bayers are
can't
up
see
next.
the one here, and with the lead he has, I wouldn't be surprised if he kicks at it and actually calls it 10. But I don't know if he can see the one.
All right, I haven't been paying attention. What's happening here? We got Eddie back at the table.
Yeah, so I'm guessing he can see the one. So he's going to do the same thing. He's probably going to try to.
I don't think he could see the one in the pocket. I think he
No,
could
not in
see
the
it just to
pocket.
thin it and
Yeah.
hit, miss the corner and then come back up table.
He might hit it with some outside, try to put the cue ball on over here by the 2 and block it with the 10, or just separate them. Nope, he's gonna. Maybe he can see enough to try to bank it.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking. Eddie's kind of feeling
Eddie can,
himself right now.
and he can, and like I said, there's enough.
Hey,
He's got
shout
enough
out-
of a lead. So.
Shout out to Fred Mancini, who was one of the sponsors for the modern
If he makes this will be
the
a
modern
phenomenal
fog vapor.
shot.
So we just recently did the commercial for that, and we'll do it again mid break. Hey,
So
I mean, at least he put
he
some.
might be getting this ball back. Yeah, he's gonna give this back to Eddie.
Yeah,
So
that was an
since
error. That was a
since
mental error.
since Eddie called the one ball, he had to make it. Since he didn't make it, Derek has a choice to give it back to him. But yet again, like I said, with the lead that Eddie has, he can call this one again and try to fire it in, try to make it in that corner pocket. Because he can play it long. He can juice it up with a lot of left English and hit this end rail to try to make the one. Because I think the 10's in the way to hit it straight on. But we'll find out. See how good Eddie's going to kick it. But like I said, He's kind of free stroking. He's got enough of a lead. If he makes this, you know,
He's loading up a lot of
Ooh.
English. Wow.
so
He
this,
might make him shoot again.
no,
No, he's going to take
no,
this one.
he's got it. He has to take
But
this.
he has the option to make him
He has
shoot
the
again.
option to make him shoot again, but Derek has to shoot this because if he gives it back to Eddie and Eddie makes it, then the set's over. So he has to make it or play safe. But Derek has to shoot this, I think.
You got to play safe here.
I think I play safe here. I think I bank the 1 back over there, kind of by the 3, and try to block it with the 10-7. But it's
Wow.
a good shot.
See, that's
Ooh. But it's a tough shot because if you do play safe and you give Eddie like a jump shot, Eddie, like as we said before, has a lead. He's going to go for something
right.
because he can afford to lose 1
Yeah.
or 2 games when he's on the hill. You know, Eddie might lose this game on purpose just to break and run out on the hill. Oh, no,
You think he might
I guess he
dog
can't.
it?
I
You
guess
think
he
he
can't.
might dog it for the $10?
I guess he can't because he won't break again. That's a good shot by Eddie. He just put a little inside on that to avoid the scratch.
Oh, he's a little straight here.
Nah,
Oh, never mind. I thought he was
even-
shooting a 3. I thought I didn't see that.
You know, even if he was straight there, I think he would just draw it back a little bit and try to get straighter on
man, you
the
can tell
thing.
he's in
but
good form, man. He's literally
Yeah,
two
Eddie's
practice
not-
strokes and then just sending it.
Eddie's shooting right now like he's just practicing.
I think he's gonna float this down. Oh, he played in the side there.
He's still all right here. You know, the 7 goes in both pockets, so all he has to do is just make sure that he doesn't float past the 7. He wants to be above the 7 here. That's the only thing he has to worry about. But as I said, as long as he's above the 7 like that, he's shooting so good. He's just got to come off the end rail, or either that or hit it with some bottom. Yeah, he's going to just make it and come off the end rail. Oh, he missed it. Oh,
Ooh.
no. Went in. I thought he missed it from here.
I guess the speed just
Yeah,
forgave him there
well,
a little bit.
He knew when he hit it that he didn't hit center
And
pocket.
for the win, this is shooting for the win. And there
Eddie
you
takes
have
it
it.
down.
Eddie takes Derek Benavides down.
Four
6-1.
breaking runs in a row.
4 breaking runs.
4 breaking
man.
runs to open it up. You know, it's tough
4
to come.
breaking runs.
I don't think anybody in the building can. I don't think anybody in the tri-state can come.